Hey guys, welcome to Pokegemz. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to draw this impossible star. We're going to make it possible, guys. Start out with your basic pentagon, 5-sided shape. What you're going to do is you're going to extend out every one of these lines 1.5 inches. Now guys, try to stay nice and straight, and you'll find out in a few minutes why it's important. I personally recommend using a ruler. I mean, you can do it freehand, totally up to you guys, but if you use a ruler, you're almost guaranteed to get a perfect star. Now, I'm doing this fairly quickly. If you guys take your time, measure every one of these perfect, trust me, your star will look absolutely perfect. 1.5 inches every single one of these sides, guys. This part is actually pretty easy. Alright guys, after you measure those out, then what you're going to do is you're going to measure 1/2 inch from every one of these. Now this is again important to keep these even. I mean, I'm doing mine 1/2 inch out. If you guys want yours a little bit thicker or a little bit thinner, I mean, you can change them. Personally, I recommend 1/2 inch. It'll give you an even star. But again, totally up to you, as long as you do all 5 of them exactly the same way like I'm doing here, guys. Here we go, guys. Again, 1/2 inch. Boom. Nice and easy. After that, you're going to come out with this line 2.5 inches. Alright, so all 5 sides, you're going to come out 2.5 inches. Again, you don't have to do 2.5 inches. All depends on how long you want your points of your star to be. In this case, I chose 2.5 inches. But again, guys, totally up to you here. As long as you do all 5 sides exactly the same way. That's pretty much the most important thing here. Alright, after you're done with that, guys, then underneath that line, you're going to make a second line, again, 2.5 inches long. Up to you guys how thick you make it. I made mine about 1/4 inch, but again, as long as all 5 are the same, it'll turn out fine. Guys, I'm doing this fairly slowly just so you guys can see it. You guys can pause this video and then just do the same thing as I'm doing, and it should turn out perfect for you guys. Like I said, this is fairly quick, but guys, take your time on this. The more you take your time, the more perfect it's going to look. Alright, here we go. Next thing is, we're going to connect the lines. As you see the lines from the right side to the left side, they should all line up. If you do this correctly, they're all going to line up here, and then the ends, you know, you'll just square those off in a minute. But as you see, every one of these is going to line up. And then you just start connecting your lines. You know, you connect them up. If you need to, you can go a little bit higher, but basically, yeah, just connect all of your lines, guys. Every one of the ends you guys are going to square off here. And again, here we go on the next one. You see, guys, all you're doing is connecting the lines. Now, the other thing, guys, is if you notice, I always use a pencil when I start my drawings. That way, anytime you make any little mistake, you can erase. You'll see in a few minutes, guys, I'm going to go over all of it with a marker. You can start out with a marker. The only problem is if you do make a mistake, obviously you can't erase it. Personally, guys, I recommend using a pencil with an eraser. So here we go, guys. This is your basic shape. After this, you're just going to go over all the lines with a nice, thick, black Sharpie, any kind of marker. Yeah, super easy, guys. Look how easy this is. All you're doing at this point is just going over all the lines. Almost done, guys. Just a couple more. Once you're done, you see you're getting that basic shape. Alright, guys, here's the last part. This is shading. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to shade out every one of these lines like I'm showing you. Me, I use the back of a pencil. I mean, you can use a crayon, you can use a gray marker, totally up to you. Basically what I do is where I want it darker, you know, you push down a little bit harder, then you go into it a little bit lighter. You'll see at the end what I'm going to do to kind of make that shading look even more perfect. So what you're going to do is you're going to shade out every one of these 5 lines, and then afterwards you're going to shade out the exterior lines. So that thin little part from the outside, you're going to start dark, work your way a little bit lighter to the inside, and guys, this is going to give it that perfect 3D effect. So this, really take your time on this part, guys. This part's super important. And then that's it. And then once you're done with that, I use my finger to smear it a little bit, and pretty much you're done, guys. Like I said, take your time. It's going to look perfect. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you get a chance, share, follow, subscribe to my channel. Check us out on TikTok. We'll see you guys definitely on the next video. Appreciate all your time, guys.